We're going to be talking about 5 tips to get out of debt this year. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to have better money,
Become a better couple,
and live a better life.
This video is being brought to you by Legal and General America.
Everyone knows why life insurance is important, but many of us choose to ignore the reality of what would happen if we were to die suddenly without proper protection. The results could be devastating for your surviving family members, leaving them with a large bill for your final expenses, or even worse, loss of the family home because they can no longer cover the mortgage.
Term life insurance gives you peace of mind at a price you can afford. Term life insurance allows you to meet your financial obligations today while still protecting your family's future tomorrow.
If you don't currently have a life insurance policy, you are not alone. According to Life Insurance Statistics and Facts, which is a report put out by the life insurance industry, about 43% of the population don't own a life insurance policy in any amount.
Wow. Buying life insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Legal and General America make it easy for you to protect your family's financial future.
As one of the nation's leaders in low-cost, high-quality life insurance to over 1.3 million families, they know how to protect you.
Legal and General America makes understanding and applying for life insurance easy. You can get a free quote by going to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. The links are also in the description box below.
Here it is. We are ready for a new year, and it is time to take the journey to debt freedom serious. Because I think we all know, especially if you've been rocking with His and Her Money for a while, we don't do debt. We don't like it. It is a roadblock. It's a hindrance. It's keeping you from being all that you can be. And so we want to give you some tips to help you get started moving in the direction of freedom. All right, tip number 1 is you have to believe that it is possible. Right. Any change that you want to partake in, whether that's financial, health goals, relationship goals, any type of change, new habit that you want to develop starts in the mind. It starts with you first believing that this new thing that you want to do or accomplish is in fact possible. And so this is no different. You need to know that no matter what mountain of debt that you're facing, because it may seem overwhelming, it may seem colossal, but the truth is people all around this world every single day are doing what they have to do and accomplishing debt freedom. So the first step for you is to know that yes, you can in fact become debt free.
Number 2 is organize your debt. So we want you to collect all of your debt. So you want to make sure that you pull your credit reports. You want to make sure that you ask family and friends, find out even some of the small debt that you may owe, maybe to the library and things like that, but collect all of your debt. We want you to then organize it either on a Google Sheet, on your telephone, or you can use pen and paper. But we want you to make a list of all of your debt and collect that information because you're gonna need it to come up with your plan of attack. Now, while we're also coming up with our plan of attack for our debt, we cannot forget what we tell you guys to make sure that you have in place, and that is life insurance. We want to thank this video sponsor, Legal and General America. You can go there and apply for term life insurance. The process is not complicated whatsoever. The application process is also free. And once you gather your information, you can make the choice whether or not you would like to insure your family.
You want to make sure you think about who would be impacted if you were no longer working.
So go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA to apply for free. The links are also in the description box below. All right, so next is focus on one debt at a time. You want to make sure that you list your debt from smallest to largest balance, which is also called the debt snowball. It is the process that we personally love to recommend to those who are always asking, how should I pay off my debt? Well, we highly recommend list it from smallest to largest balance. Why? Because you'll have smaller wins a lot quicker, and it will kind of give you the momentum to keep going. This part is very, 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 very important. So therefore, once you come up with extra money, maybe from side hustles or extra money that will be left over from the budget, you'll know which debt to throw that at first, which will be the smallest balance first. Once you pay that balance off first, then you want to make sure that you go to the next smallest balance, which is the next step, okay? And just keep it going until it'll keep rolling and rolling, hence called the debt snowball.
All right, the next thing you want to do is automate the process. It is so much easier when you put some of this debt payoff process on automation instead of having to make the decision month after month. How much am I going to send to this debt? How much am I going to send to that debt? Maybe you can just add for us, if you think back to our story where we talked about how we paid off our home in 5 years, one of the first things we did was we knew we couldn't send a whole lot of extra money on top of our principal payment, but we could commit to $20. And it wasn't us every single month sending in the $20 manually.
An extra 20.
We sent the extra 20 through automation. We called them up, set it so that on a certain date every month, that extra $20 was automatically taken from our account and applied to the debt. And what that does is psychologically, you get used to not having that particular amount, whatever your amount is, to spend frivolously. Instead, the power of automation is helping you to achieve your debt freedom goals that much faster. So look at all of this stuff after you've taken the time to organize it. Is there any of these payments or any additional payments on top of your minimum payments that you can automate and help you take your hands off and achieve your goals sooner?
That's right. I highly recommend also that you round it to at least the very least that you can do is to the nearest dollar. I like to have payments paid in whole numbers. So that's something small and achievable that you can definitely do to get a small start.
Number 5, you want to track your progress. You don't want to put in all this work and then not have a way to measure if the work that you're putting in is actually working. And so it's important to know where you start. I have this much debt. Then 30 days in, take a look. Okay, what have we done this far? Then 60 days in, how much have we done this far? Because when you can see progress, it motivates you to keep going. Instead of just going through the motion and going through this process week after week, month after month, not knowing how much progress you make, that is a way to burn out and to give up. But a way to increase your longevity in the process is to know not only where you're started, not only where you're trying to get to, but where you're at along the journey. Measure steps after step, progress after progress. This is not about perfection. This is not just about going from starting line to finish line, but it's about the journey. So make sure that you are tracking your progress to debt freedom.
That's right. And there are a ton of free printables online. You can do a simple Google search. There's also some on Pinterest that will help you track your debt. It's a lot fun to kind of color in, certain sections. Therefore, you can see a visual conception of, man, this is how much debt we're paying off.
So we want to hear from you in the comments. Is this the year that you get out of debt? And if so, tell us about it in the comments section because we want to cheer you on.
That's right.
We want you to use the steps that we've given you in this episode to aid you in the process of debt freedom.
That's right. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it. Hit that little share button below. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, hit that little subscribe button there with the little bell to be notified anytime we put out new videos. Don't forget, also check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Till next time. Peace.
Bye, y'all.